You can't automate chaos, and you can't scale confusion. If you don't know what happens from the moment a client finds you to the moment they finish working with you, you don't really have a business. You have a guessing game. And CEOs don't guess. They build journeys. Welcome to From Corporate to CEO, hosted by the Power Move Collective. I'm your host, Nandy B, and this is your daily podcast that proves that you don't have to resign in order to rise. Here, ambitious women like yourself learn how to leverage your paycheck, your skills, and your corporate career to launch and grow your own business. And in just 10 minutes every day, I'll share power moves that will turn your 9-to-5 into your greatest investor. Make sure, however, that you hit subscribe so that you never miss an episode. With that said, let's get on with today's episode. Welcome back, ladies. It's another week. Happy Monday. Whew. We have made it. This week, we are talking about operations and your systems. This is the week where we take everything you've been testing, proving, and refining, and we start to build structure around it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Operations? Systems? Nandy, that sounds so heavy, and I get it. I get it. These 12 weeks, we are taking you through your CEO awakening. This is where you are starting to move from being an employee to becoming the CEO of your own business. Today's video and this whole week isn't about building some complicated funnels or hiring your VA tomorrow. This is about designing simple, repeatable flows that make your business feel lighter. Because right now, every CEO listening to this podcast, yes, I call you my ladies, I am being very intentional in calling you guys CEOs because that is what I'm wishing for you and that is where we're going. If you're listening to this podcast, you are in one or two places. You're either still doing everything in your head, chasing tasks, juggling clients, sending 10 different emails, or you've started to realize that your brain can scale. And that is what this week is all about. Building operational rhythm that gives you business structure, freedom, and consistency. We are going to start today with the most powerful tool that you can create as a CEO of your business. This is your client journey map. The exact flow that shows what happens the moment someone discovers you to the moment they finish working with you. This is your blueprint, your clarity map, and your sanity saver. Promise you. Before we go into the text, the tools, the templates that you need this first, okay? You need that structure because you can't automate what you haven't outlined. So, we are first going to talk about your client journey. So exactly what is it? I have put together a 3-stage framework that every CEO needs to map before she scales. The first one is awareness. This is how they find you. The second one is conversion. This is how they say yes. And the third one is delivery. This is how they experience the promise. Now let's get through them one at a time. Let's hone in on the first stage of your client journey. This is the awareness stage. This is where the journey begins. The moment someone first comes across your world. It might be a social media post, a podcast episode, a workshop, or even word of mouth from referrals. Awareness isn't just about marketing. It's about making sure that your message is consistent no matter where people are finding you. So, I want you to really start asking yourself, what is the first impression people get from my brand? Do they immediately understand what I do or who I help? What exactly makes them curious enough to want to lean in? Because if awareness is unclear, everything else breaks. So your first job on this journey is to make sure that your front door is not just open, but it's welcoming. Now, let's hone in on the second stage of your client journey, conversion, how they say yes. The second stage is the moment when awareness turns into action. This doesn't always mean a payment though. Sometimes it's a sign up, it's a booking, it's a DM, it's a call, but you need to define it because too many women in business are showing up online, but they never are actually inviting people to take the next step. So what happens after someone has expressed interest? Do they get a link? A call? Do they get a form? Do they get a next step? If that process isn't clear and consistent, you will lose potential clients in the confusion. So your conversion flow should feel like a confident handshake, smooth, professional, and easy. Now let's hone in on the third and last stage of that client journey. That is the delivery. This is how they experience the promise. This is the final stage where you are building trust. You're getting testimonials, you're getting referrals. Delivery is everything that happens once someone becomes a client. How do you welcome them? What's their first experience after making a payment? How do you keep them informed? How do you keep them supported? How do you keep them excited along the way? This is where your systems really start to shine. Because a smooth delivery doesn't just serve your clients, it protects your peace, my darling. You should know exactly every steps that happens one at a time. The onboarding, the delivery, the offboarding. When you have all of this mapped out, you will immediately see where the bottlenecks are. And that is actually where we will be building next, okay? So before you start building funnels, you start hiring help, I want you to really understand yourself what this client journey is for your business. This is the through line that connects every system, every offer, and every client's touch point. And when you can see it clearly, you stop feeling reactive and you really start feeling in control, right? So you're moving from chaos into clarity. Let me tell you something. When I had a coach that helped guide me through it, it made such a big difference for me. With that, here's your power move for the day. Grab a sheet of paper, your notebook, your notepad. I want you to draw 3 boxes across the page. You will label 1, awareness, the second one, conversion, the third one, delivery. And under each one of these boxes, I want you to write down exactly every single steps that happens in your business. How do people find you? How do you deliver your services, your products to them? No fancy software here, no templates, just you, your brain, and your piece of paper seeing your journey. Because until you can actually see that journey on paper, you will not be able to strengthen it. So map out the journey, see the flow, and remember, your systems do not limit you, they liberate you. Thank you so much for joining me today on From Corporate to CEO. If you loved what you heard today, please subscribe to the show and visit us at powermovecollective.com. And if you are ready to start taking action, here are two great options. You can download our free Safe Start Blueprint. It's on our website and the link is also in the description below. However, if you, my darling, are ready to take action and say goodbye to corporate America for good, join us in the Business Plan Mastermind that is kicking off on January 12th, 2026.